This weekend I watched The Sailor Who Fell from Grace with the Sea, a 1976 psychological drama based on a Japanese novel, but with this version set in Dartmouth, down in Devon. The story of a young boy who is the son of a single mother, his father having died some years earlier, and his mother now is manager of an antiques shop in town. He's a rather odd, introverted boy with troubled feelings towards his mother, and is also the member of a gang led by a boy calling himself Chief, who has a strange, quasi-fascist, neo-Nietzschean view of the world and a disgust with the world of grown-ups. As a birthday treat, the boy has arranged to have a tour of a ship that's come into harbour and bonds with the first mate, a man named Jim Cameron, played by Kris Kristofferson. His mother, played by Sarah Miles, bonds with the sailor, and they gradually start a relationship, both in person and when the ship moves out, with correspondence. The boy is delighted by this and sees this as some kind of perfect union of land and sea. But when the sailor comes back and decides to marry his mother and stay on shore, the union takes a lopsided turn, and he decides that he and his friends will have to take action. It's very Japanese. The original book by Mishima is naturally set entirely in Japan. It's set in Yokohama, and it ties in, I think, with Mishima's strange personal philosophy, his quasi-fascist ideas that he had in his real life, and later attempting to overthrow the government of Japan and killing himself, and that didn't work. Transplanting that to 70s Dartmouth feels very strange, and it's a very strange film. The boy watches his mother have sex with her lover through a knot hole behind a piece of furniture. The gang of boys talk of the evil of the world of grown-ups is quite strange and disconcerting, and it's hard to know really what point the film is trying to make, or how this is supposed to relate to anything that the audience might engage with. It's a very odd endeavor, and it's hard to know what the point of this is supposed to be. It's a handsomely made film. The performances are strong. Sarah Miles looks almost exactly like Emily Watson, which I found a bit strange. And there's good use of locations around Dartmouth, which is a very photogenic town. But overall, it's hard to know what the point of this is supposed to be. I think perhaps in translating it from Japan to the UK, it's lost something, some kind of cultural resonance that it might otherwise have. And I really found little in here of note, other than perhaps that the boy who plays Chief, Earl Rhodes, who would go on to his most famous role of the school bully in Young Sherlock Holmes, has now quit acting and decided to, in real life, become involved in a bizarre far-right organization, the Falun Gong, the Japanese ultra-conservative fascist religion. So it seems as though the seeds were planted at an early age, and that aside, I can't see this film as having a great deal of interest.